If you were to say to me, what's the one question you're asked most often regarding your disability? I would say, well, that's easy. It's I don't like this question. And what bothers me is not that people ask me about my disability, quite the opposite, really. I welcome questions. Questions are important in life, they're vital. It's how one learns. But what I do find irritating is the way the question is usually posed and the context surrounding it. So, upon reflection, I have deduced two principal reasons to attempt to better explain why I find this question so very bothersome. Firstly, it's impolite. Usually, it's the very first thing somebody will say to me, and this precedes hello, how are you, or even any form of introduction. The usual scenario involves me being in public, minding my own business, and then, apropos of nothing, I'll just hear,
What happened to you?
what is that all about? What, where is the social delicacy, the grace? Where's the couth? It's very uncouth, isn't it? Secondly, it's assumptive. It's the same thing as going up to a fat woman and saying, oh, when's the baby due? Or going up to a fat man and saying, oh, when's the baby due? Now I get it. I understand. People tend to think that just because I use crutches, I use crutches, by the way, I'll put up a picture. People tend to think that because I use crutches that something glamorous happened, like I was in an accident or I have an injury, and I'll regale them with witty anecdotes about how I twisted my ankle or pulled my groin or was shot in the kneecaps. When in reality, it's more like,
What happened to you?
nothing, nothing happened to me. I was just born disabled. Sorry. What this then creates is an unnecessary awkwardness between the two of us because they've asked me a question and assumed an answer, and I've given them an answer that wasn't what they were expecting, and that surprises them. Beyond this, I think that when somebody hears that actually I wasn't in an accident, or no, I don't have an injury, i.e., this is not temporary because I have a disability, that makes them feel bad or uncomfortable or potentially even guilty, because oftentimes somebody will sit down beside me, say in an airport, and they have crutches as well, or they're in a wheelchair, but they have a cast on. So they're looking for, they think what they're going to get is sort of a sense of camaraderie, but then when that doesn't happen, you know, they feel bad. I don't think people should feel bad when they find out I have a disability, for many reasons. I don't know if I'll go into these reasons now because that feels like an entirely different video. But this awkwardness need not happen if people are more tactful with the way that they approach this kind of scenario. When I was younger, I didn't know how to answer that question because I knew the response they were expecting, and I didn't want anyone to feel awkward. So I also took to making up stories about how I'd ended up with crutches. And that worked for me it was creative, and it made me feel less uncomfortable, and it made the person feel less uncomfortable. But eventually I realized that it's not the truth. Ultimately, I came to accept that I was going to be asked that question a lot, and I am. And it's going to be awkward. So why not just tell the truth and let it be? So yes, if you find yourself in a similar situation and your curiosity is piqued, then my suggestions are be polite and don't assume something about someone. These do sound like standard social courtesies, but there you go. That's a little peek into my daily life, but now I'd like to know about, actually, I'm not sure what proportion of my viewership is and is not disabled, because there are no analytics to tell me so. So, if you're disabled, let me know what questions you tend to be asked about your disability and how do you usually respond. And if you're not disabled, let me know if you've ever asked anybody about their disability and how you've done so. I'd like to know these things. Okay, that's me done for the day. No more talking. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hope you're all well. Bye!